Right, next lesson is on the idea of rates and specifically speed. What is a rate? It's a comparison between different types of measurement. You see these every day, but you don't think about it. What do those signs mean? What does that 50 in a red circle mean on the side of the road? Yeah, the speed limit. What is it? 50 what? Kilometers per hour. Okay, so kilometers, what is that a measure of? Distance, how far you go. What is hours a measure of? See how it's a comparison between different types of measurement? So speed is measured in, you just told me, kilometers per hour. It compares distance traveled to time taken. The next exercises deal with a few rates, but I'm only pushing one here. The reason why I feel like I can push it is you're year 11, you just did year 10, and you should have done this in physics. I'm going to reteach it, but in my way, because I think my way is the best, okay? As stated, speed compares distance, units, so it can be centimeters, meters, kilometers, etc., to time units, milliseconds, seconds, minutes, hours. You can just compare two things. The formula to find the speed of something is this. Speed is equal to distance over time. I can rearrange that to also find distance or time. So I'll give you a couple of minutes. Can you get that formula? It should be a review from previous. And I'll turn this around. So I'm hoping this formula is not new to you. If it's new to you, you need to tell me who you had science last year. I might have to have a little chat, okay? The units of speed depend on the distance and the time unit. So if distance was in kilometers and time was in hours, then the speed is going to be what? Kilometers per hour. There's two ways to write this. You would write it as this, kilometers / hour. Or from last year, you might have seen kilometers, hours, and -1. They're all the same. They all mean the same thing. All the same. So try not to get confused by them. I'll give you time to get down to there so that you know how to deal with the units. And then we'll do an example together. Really, have you heard anyone?
No,
tell them
just came in.
Okay, just came in. It's been like 20 minutes.
I mean, I've had
20 minutes of unsupervised. It's alright. Let's not worry about them. You'll No, you're not. You guys are so quiet, it's like someone died in here.
Maybe someone did.
I mean, do you remember in maths when you have to put your hands up in the tree? I mean, that was unsupervised, that's all.
Just get down to that star and then I'll do an example. And then I will wander around and help you.
There we go.
Fine. How long is it? It's been 20.
You ran so weird.
Excited about it.
No. She pushed out her glasses on someone told me. So I was doing the same thing.
I didn't used to wear glasses, but now I do. The best thing about having glasses is that when someone says something questionable, you can go, really? Like,
Or like, or you
are you sure?
Or like you can act like a nerd and go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When it's parent-teacher interview, I'll be like, I'll wear these. Take the hat off, wear the glasses. I'm a semi-intelligent person. All right, let's do this. Example. A car is traveling a distance of 325 kilometers. That's how far it's going to go. Find its average speed if it takes 4 hours, 17 minutes for the trip. What is the only tool that I've given you to solve this? Where on this board is the thing that I'm going to use to find it? That speed formula. It's set up to find the speed. Speed equals, do I know the distance that it's going?
Yeah.
325 over, but we need to stop here because is this time in only 1 unit? The problem is it's broken up into hours and minutes. We can find a speed if it's 1 unit of time. So we need to convert this to something. We need to either convert it to hours or into minutes. We know that it's 4 hours, but 17 minutes, can I just write 4.17? Is that going to be correct? Can someone explain to me why 0.17 isn't correct for 17 minutes? Yes?
Because if it was 60 minutes, then.
Exactly. What is our how does our number system work? We get up to 100 and then we change over. But how does the time system work? We get up to 60 and then we start over. Does anyone have any idea how I convert 17 minutes into the hours, like a decimal? Excellent. Okay? Last year, people were saying all manner of things. How many minutes are there in 1 hour? 16. So you go 17 divided by 60, and that will tell you the decimal. 17 divided by 60, so 0.28, 0.28. So, how many hours are we talking? It's 4.28 hours. Is that one type of unit now?
Yeah.
So can I chuck it on the bottom now? 4.28. So your speed is going to be 325 divided by 4.28, 75.93 kilometers per hour to 2 decimal points. That's one way to do it. Some people might feel more confident. How many minutes are there in an hour? 60? Some people might have chosen to convert this into minutes. It'd be like 257, and then gone 325 divided by 257, and that'll tell you kilometers per minute. But then if you wanted kilometers per hour, you just times it by 60, and then you'll get back to the same situation. Does this question tell you what units it wants the speed in?
No.
Don't do any conversion, you don't need to. If I haven't asked you what the units are, you can do it in the meters per second if you want. Do it in what's easiest. Don't do any steps that you don't need to. The last thing is find the time taken if the average speed is 93. Is this formula set up to find the time taken?
No.
I don't want to give you separate formula for finding time, for finding distance. I want to give you speed, and then you can use algebra to fix it. So how do I do this? I haven't taught you before. Speed, do you know what the speed is in that question? How fast are you going? 93. So I've given you a formula that tells you the speed is equal to something. Find the time taken. Do you know, can you just give me a second? Because it's recording, yeah? Do you know how far this car was going? Yeah, 325. So what's the only thing I don't know? The time? So hopefully in previous years you've gone over algebra, but I'm going to teach it to you my way here. What's time doing to 325? What does that... You're dividing by time. What is the opposite of dividing something by time? So to keep both sides balanced, what do I have to do? If I want to times it by time, what do I have to do on both sides? I have to times by time on both sides. So 93 times time equals 325 over time times by time. Why does that help you? Because those times cancel out. Okay? Time over time is anything divided by itself is 1, so it cancels out. So you've got 93 times by time is 325. I want to get rid of the 93. What's 93 doing to time? What's the operation happening there? What's the multiplying? What's the opposite of multiplying something by 93? Good. So 93 times by time, and you want to divide by 93 to get rid of it, is equal to 325 divided by 93. Why did I do 93 here? To keep it balanced. I don't want to do anything weird. I want to do the same thing on both sides. That cancels out. So can you see how the time is just going to be whatever 325 divided by 93 is? So 325 divided by 93, time is going to be 3.49 to 2 decimal points. What units would that be in? That would be in, because this was in kilometers an hour, that would be in hours. Okay? Can you get that example? I'll stop the video so I can talk to the student.